Indiana Beer Reviews, Natty Daddy Revisited. This was introduced in 2011 by Anheuser-Busch in St. Louis, Missouri. The reason I'm revisiting this is because this was the first video I did on YouTube, and I just didn't do the best job of reviewing it in my opinion, especially because of my resolution. Like, that video's resolution was just so bad. I think it was like it had the black bars on the side, and I just didn't like that. But yeah, that was before I should have known to flip my phone and record it instead of vertical or whatever. But yeah, this is coming in at 8% ABV. It's I guess you can just say it's an American standard lager. But yeah, and that makes me think. I think this only. I thought I forgot to check this on Untapped, but on Untapped it's only a 2.1 out of 5 stars, so that's very low. And I picked this up at my local dollar store for this can. It's $1.10 plus tax. So after tax, you're paying about $1.25 a can for a 25 fluid ounce can of 8% ABV beer. But yeah, just gonna get straight into this. I know this beer is not. A lot of people hate on this beer. I'm not saying it's that great either, but it's not horrible, especially for the price. There's probably a reason it's that cheap, but yeah. The sun's going down. It's about 6:30 right now, so the sun's probably not in the best spot. But as you can see, it looks like I'd say that's like a regular standard gold lager color. Not necessarily light or dark, like right in the middle. But yeah, nice white. Through the glass it might look yellowy, but at the top it's actually a white, spongy, about 3-finger head. Poured it straight in, so that's why the heads are always like that. Sometimes they do get very big, and that's when I pour them aggressively, but yeah. For the aroma, definitely getting that barley malt smell, some yeast, hop extract. It's smelling a little like musky though, yeah. Not really, I don't know how to describe it. Grainy, I guess you can say, I don't know. Yeah, it smells grainy for sure. Would pour more, but I don't want the head to get bigger, so we're just gonna go ahead and go on for a taste now. I'm busy. This has the same taste as. I'm making a video. Oh my god, dude, you always be ruining my videos. I swear to God. So annoying. But yeah, as I was saying, this has sorry, people literally interrupting my videos every time, bro. I make a video. Yeah, we're just gonna go on for the taste now. Cheers, guys. Definitely has a strong alcohol taste. Not necessarily strong, but heavy body, or medium to heavy body. Very grainy tasting. I don't even know alcoholic, kind of metallic-y and alcoholic tasting, kind of. You can taste the can. But yeah, I was gonna say this. That's what I was gonna say. Is this has the same exact ingredients as Natty Light, but this is just increased in strength, but times 2. So yeah. That's 8%, but yeah. I'm gonna drink more than 1 or 2 of these in one day, and I don't drink them that often. Honestly, don't like these as much as Bud Ice or Milwaukee's Best Ice. They just have a really strong flavor. Or not, the flavor isn't bad, they're just really strong kind of for me, for 8%. But yeah, not super strong, but definitely stronger than your American typical lager. Yeah, let's go for another taste here. Try to name down all these tastes I'm getting. Medium to heavy body. Kind of a dry finish, semi-dry finish. Taste the barley malt grains. And then you're left with an metallic can taste, kind of. I think that's why these are kind of cheaper, because they're kind of has like a funky taste, but it's not horrible. So yeah. I also forgot to say I put this in the fridge for about 40 minutes, so that's probably why. I should have maybe had it in for about an extra 15, even though it could have froze. That's why I took it out, but yeah. Definitely a strong. This isn't a malt liquor, you can see. Even though this is basically an American adjunct lager, just jacked up to 8%, so yeah. Nothing else to really say about this beer though, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a score out of 100. But I forgot to say the sweetness and hop bitterness, so yeah, the sweetness and hop bitterness out of 5. Sweetness, I'll give it a 1 to 1.5 out of 5 sweetness. Bitterness, not hops really, but you do get a slight hop, maybe a slight hop flavor, mostly all malt. But out of bitterness, from the metallic or can taste or the alcohol, I'm gonna give it I don't know how to say this, but out of 5 bitterness, I'm probably gonna give it a 2 out of 5 bitterness. Maybe 2.5 out of 5, I don't know. But that's not really in hops, just the alcohol you can taste it in this. That's why it's a cheaper beverage, I believe. But yeah. So I named off the body and all that. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and score this now. Out of 100, guys, I'm gonna only give this it's hard to say, but I'm gonna give this a 86 out of 100. How about that? Maybe 85 at the lowest, but definitely not bad for a bang for your buck beer. People say that a lot of homeless people drink these because they're cheap and stuff like that. Cheapest beer. I believe this is actually the cheapest beer I can think of. Can't really think of any other cheaper beers. This is $1.25 after tax for a can, so that's pretty cheap. But yeah, not gonna ramble on. The aftertaste is actually not bad. You get a barley malt grain, maybe corn flavor. I don't know if they use corn syrup. I'm pretty sure they probably do. 183 calories, 5.7 grams carbs, 1.4 grams protein per 12 ounce. But yeah, and this can is actually Best Buy, where it was brewed on the 45th day of 2025. So probably early February was when this was canned. So yeah, it's mid-May, going into late May now. So still good, I'd say. Yeah, I'm gonna give this an 86 out of 100. So I believe that's like a B minus or B plus. And I'm going to end this video off here, and I'm going to suggest you guys going down to St. Louis, Missouri, to the Anheuser-Busch brewery, and suggest to have a brewery tour. I never have, but hopefully someday I will. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. I promise that beer did not hit me. Like, what?